Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on a new chapter of My Hero Academia or Boku no Hero Academia on chapter 308. Now this chapter right here was actually pretty slick. Looking forward to the next chapter, and hopefully there'll be more answers to come because there's a lot of things to be asking about, So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Izuku ends up seeing Muscular, and Muscular seems very happy to see him and says, "Let's do this. Let's you and I have a rematch. Hopefully you don't run away because ever since that day, I've been now content to go on regular rampages as always. But after that stunt you pulled earlier, long time ago, how could I ever go back?" And that he ends up going after Izuku and ends up ripping a rooftop apart, And we have to it that he tells Midoriya, "Let's settle this with the rematch," And we have to it that the turtle hero whatsoever, ends up giving Shindo to her, and we have to it that he says "I apologize for the delay. Please give this man immediate care, But I'll make sure there'll be no more casualties. Leave everything to me." As we see Izuku covered in smoke, And apparently, I guess that's another new power he just unlocked. And then we have to it, Izuku is wondering, "Hey, did I overdo it?" And the guy says, I suppose so, but you've done enough to control the area. You used too much of your smoke screen, And don't let him turn the advantage against your favor, I suppose. And I suppose you're relying on it too much, You're making avoidable accidents under its influence. You shouldn't repeat those mistakes the other 8 generations made. You've got the biggest burden to bear given you're the latest generation. Try to loosen your shoulders. Don't let the power use your body. Let your body use the power instead. Our collective quirks alone aren't enough to serve as your crutch. You value quirks too much, I suppose. Think of them instead as more of your tools. What you using those tools will get you into the right mindset, And we have to it that Izuku remembers that Muscular is the man who can withstand 100% smash. I won't forget this guy either. And we have to it that Izuku uses float and then ends up using smoke screen or the new quirk smoke screen in order for him to go after to try to hit him, And we end up seeing that Izuku has actually improved a lot, He ends up using smoke screen, float, and then later on uses danger sense. And we have to it that Muscular continues to chase down Midoriya, and Midoriya ends up using Black Whip and throws him into the river, And we have to it that Muscular's "Man, I'd hope that you wouldn't resort to pesky tricks." And we have to it, Izuku is trying to interrogate the guy by asking, "Your liberators, Shigaraki and All for One, where are they?" He says, "I don't know, I don't care. He told me do whatever I please when freeing me. So stop changing the subject, you're ruining the mood. I'm not here to make any small talk or anything. Clash into me the last time, use everything you've got." And Midoriya asks him, "Why do you have those urges to go on rampage?" He says, "To live without regrets, obviously." And regrets, what would that be? He says, "I'd regret not being able to fight you." And Midoriya's "Is there no other path for you to take, Imasuji Goto?" He says, "None at all. You can take that therapy talk and shove it up your butt somewhere else. The only thing I care for in my life, blood, guts, and the thrill of battle." And we have to it that Izuku's wondering, if I truly understood him, maybe things would have turned out different. And we have to it, Izuku remembers Kota and all that, and Izuku remembering about Shigaraki he also hurt and murdered countless numbers of people. And we have to it, Izuku said a rematch is pointless. But despite that, I could feel that in his heart within the deepest crevices of his soul. And we have to it that that Muscular tells Izuku, you're starting to turn stale, but all of a sudden, when he tries to use his muscle quirk, all the fibers seem to shred a bit. And we have to it that Izuku says, your tendons and your muscle augmentation were pulled. They can't help but unravel themselves. The fact that you didn't jump straight to me earlier meant that you felt your own muscles affected by it too. I suppose that vibration from earlier did the trick. Even Musculus was trying to wonder, I want a legitimate fight with your power, but unfortunately Izuku says, this is my power, and he ends up landing a devastating blow on Muscular, and the chapter ends. So this chapter right here, we get to know that Izuku actually has a new ability, you know, or a new quirk, which I believe is called Smokescreen. Apparently he's using it to cover himself and trying to distract Muscular with it, you know, and etc. Of course, one of the users of One for All is helping him how to utilize his power correctly, you know, etc. And of course, like we see Izuku continuing his continuing his fight against Muscular, you know, etc. And eventually he uses Smokescreen and then freaking Black Whip, along with everything else all considered. And of course, Muscular just wants to fight Izuku with no regrets, you know, blood, guts, and the thrill of battle. Even right now, Izuku decides to take care of Muscular after realizing that the tremor shocks that he felt from Shindo whatsoever. If you guys remember last chapter, Muscular took a shockwave attack from Shindo, you know, and we have to it that it actually affected the muscle augmentation and that they already pulled, and Izuku ends up landing a devastating blow onto Muscular and the chapter ends. So it looks like to me Izuku is actually using his head correctly, you know, and he's starting to be more intellectual as the chapter shows it. And honestly, if it wasn't for Muscular able to taking those freaking shockwave hits from Shindo, then pretty much he might have able to last a little bit longer. But it looks like to me him being defeated has yet to be shown. Hopefully we'll get to know about that next chapter whatsoever. So yeah. Anyways, like I said, the new ability Izuku just summoned is a Smokescreen, you know, and that's his new quirk. I think it belongs to one of the users for One for All, I believe. I forgot. I don't remember what user that is, but Izuku really improved, like I said, and saying it multiple times, very much in this chapter. Although it's kind of ironic because it's only been maybe a couple weeks at most have been passed, but I guess he's getting help from the users of One for All how to utilize the quirks correctly, you know, etc. Anyways, I thought the episode was really nice and slick. I'm looking forward to, chapter, right? Yeah. I don't know why I said episode, but whatever. Looking forward to next chapter. Hopefully, there'll be a lot of answers because Izuku is starting to use his arms again, which I'm trying to wonder, shouldn't they be in nasty critical condition? Because I don't think they should be healed up that way. Hopefully, we'll get more answers down the line because, you know, there's a lot of things to go about. Not to mention, as much as I want to know more about Izuku and his journey, you know, I want to know more about what's happening with Class 1A, Bakugo, Ochaku, and everyone else, you know. Like I said, there's a lot of questions that needs to be answered very soon. I'm pretty sure if you guys don't realize it, that we already entered the final act, or the final arc, the final saga, or final saga for, Hero Academia, you know. Hopefully, we'll see more things to come, and hopefully Izuku will, improve along the way, but he'll get help from the users of One for All how to use the power, you know? One of them says to Izuku, you know, don't let the power use your body, let your body use the power instead, you know, that kind of thing. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!